Hi guys, so I see that we are live, so we can start. This will be another video about fresh releases. As you can see, we got 4 things here to talk about, 2 of them already on the channel, which is a bit different from the previous live video reviews, which I was making announcements, but here we are actually talking about the things which are already discussed, but I would like to say a few more things. So let's move these kits to the right side as usual, zoom in a bit, and start with this one, the tiny Paladin for Hobby. Even though here it's written for Art, it's still for Hobby. Frankly speaking, I'm not sure what is the difference. I guess for Art might be a bit more detailed. Maybe it's also hinting that there are 3D printed parts included, or maybe they just decided to change the name to the 4Art. Nevertheless, this is a completely new toolkit, and I think this is the best M109A7 on the market. And frankly speaking, nobody can rival what they offer in this plastic, and also considering that you get the metal barrel and also 3D printed parts, this is really amazing for 1/72 scale. And overall, I like what I see here. Considering my previous experience with the 4 Hobby kits, this one should be also quite nice. I hope I will get a chance to build it. And what I can say is the only thing which kind of interesting here is why they keep avoiding the painting templates, but this is quite a classic. And again, this kit should be already available, so you can get it in any good model shop. And in my opinion, if you have enough skills and good eyesight for the 1/72 scale, this is definitely a thing to try. And it might be also a good pusher for the diorama project, because not everyone likes to make it in a 1/35 scale, but here we get a smaller size, so you get a chance to make a smaller diorama base and maybe build some scene with this Paladin. Nevertheless, as I said, it's already on the channel, so you can check it. And by the way, with this kit we also start a quite interesting, in my opinion, thing. There will be a macro view of this kit, but it's available only to the supporters of the channel. So if you are supporting the channel even on the basic tier, you will be getting the macro view of this kit as a separate video review. And this is something I would be happy to hear your feedback once you watch it. Okay, so let's move it to the left side. Next, we continue with something what will be coming out quite soon in terms of video review. I reviewed this model kit. I have to say that it's as good as the previous versions, because we were getting the Tempo E400 in several other versions before. I even assembled one, and you can check the build review, so there is nothing to hide in terms of experience. I have to say that it's a bit tricky if you have a bad eyesight, because even though this is a 1/35 scale, the assembled model is something like that in the size. So you have to remember this. And also the engine is quite fun. So even though here we can see it with a closed bonnet, but you can open the bonnet. Here you have the special hinge for this, or hook. And then once you, hook is here by the way. So once you open it, you expose a really detailed engine. And once you add all the brake lines and other stuff, it's quite amazing. And here, by the way, what is quite funny is that you get to copy the vehicle which was, let's say, supplying the flak guns. You can see it here on the background. So it might be a good idea for some simple diorama, combining this gun together with this vehicle and maybe one figurine at least. It could be an interesting scene to copy. Of course, thanks to the unusual configuration of this vehicle. As you remember, it's a 3-viewer as it's written here, so that's why it's something different from what we are used to see in 1/35 scale. And just to give you a hint of the markings, here is the upside down view. Okay. Next, we continue with another thing which was just published. So here we have a P39 Ira Cobra from Arma Hobby in a 1/72 scale. This is a new toolkit which continues Ira Cobra lineup from this famous Polish brand. And in my opinion, this is quite amazing kit. And you get all the necessary things in one box. It means plastic decals and masks. And of course, the marking options are also quite interesting. I would say they are somewhat classic for Ira Cobra, but still, it doesn't make them less interesting. And I think in 1/72 scale, it will be quite an amazing build. And of course, let's hope that we will see some aftermarket for this set, because the subject itself is quite famous, especially for its car doors. And by the way, you can open them in 1/72 scale kit, which is also quite cool. And I think it's a good choice if you're a fan of 1/72 scale aircraft. And this is definitely the best offering of the P39 and in 1/72 scale on the market. And you see in this video, I'm actually saying it already second time, but that's what the modern molding technology does. You get a lot of features out of the box, and they are considerably better than what we are used to see on the market. That's why it's not overestimation to say that this is the best one. And that's why I really recommend to check this one. If you are looking to build something interesting in 1/72 scale, then it's definitely a thing to try out. And also maybe some others will be happy to know that there are no PE parts, even though you can get them as an aftermarket, but it will require some additional expenditures. So here you can see the small list of the features. We have decals, we have masks, and we have plastic. That's pretty much all. Simple, classic, and I think some others will like it. As I said, it's already available on our YouTube channel. You can check it closer there. And of course, it's also available on the Arma Hobby website, so you can buy it there together with some other kits from the same brand. Okay, it goes to the left side. And now we are coming to last but not the least, because here we get the combo set from MiniArt. It's molded in 1/35 scale, as it's written here. And yes, you get all of this stuff which is depicted on the box art. So we get the T60 as a captured German artillery tractor. You get the crew, which sits on the tank. I guess the overall idea of placing the figurines is quite cool. In 1/35 scale, it should be an interesting subject for diorama, but you also get the Pak 40, which can be depicted in the towed position. So it's even more sophisticated combo, I would say. And once you get all of this stuff together, it gets even more unusual in comparison with typical 1/35 scale kit. And what's quite unexpected here is that you do not have turret on this artillery tractor. That's why MiniArt had to put some of the interior parts into the package, even though here you can see there is no mention that it's interior kit. So a nice small bonus, which will be visible through the opening. I'm pointing at the guy, but obviously there is a turret. Was the turret, so it will be visible through this opening, and it's really cool that the MiniArt did not skip on this feature. And again, the overall idea of combining these three kits together is also quite useful for some modelers, because they won't have to search for special figurines which can be placed on this tractor. So this kit will be published, the video will be published quite soon, but you can already get it on the Modelimex website. As for all of these four kits, I think there are really interesting things to get for the summer builds. So in case you're planning to do something, definitely check them out. Of course, if you have something to say about this format of live video, write it in the comment section below. And if you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to YouTube channel. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.